Oh my god. Hey guys. What's up, Bill? I gotta get ready for work. But while I'm getting ready for work, how are you guys, huh? My bad. Oh shit. I hope this is a good angle. Hold on. I don't even know. Alright, so. Oh, I should restart the footage. Oh my goodness. Alright, so. What a month, huh? What a fucking month. This is obviously a different video than what I usually make. But I thought I thought I should make this video because of kind of just where I've been. And not just for YouTube, but just in general, so I can kind of look back on this. Fuck, where do I even start? Honestly, I don't even know where to start, Kings. To start, I got a place. As you can see, very small. It's a studio, so it's, but it makes do. It's very cozy in here. I love it. I actually love this place so much. Because it's the perfect size for me, right? It's the perfect size for, just living and for friends to come over. It's perfect, right? But let me explain why I'm here. To pretty much just sum it up short, because I did make a video talking about my whole situation, but then I ended up like crying about it. But I wanna leave this video off of a good note, so scrap that whole fucking idea. But for starters, I got kicked out. If you haven't joined my Discord, please join my Discord. But I pretty much kind of talked about it on my Discord, but I pretty much got kicked out. I got kicked out of my own house. And for reasons I don't even know. I'm not gonna get into it very thoroughly, but I will just say that I actually don't even know why I got kicked out. And it's not like, oh, get the fuck out of my house type of thing. Like, I didn't literally get kicked out, but in a sense, it was more that they wanted me out of that house. But yeah, I couldn't stand it anymore, so I got up and left. Literally literally this whole thing happened within a week, and then on the Thursday, I just left. I packed all my shit and I left, right? And I had my brother help me a lot, so shout out to him. And I just left, right? I would talk about this more because obviously a lot more happened, but just know that my manager gave me a place to stay, and I love my manager. Like, I love her so much. She is literally my mom, I actually consider her more my mom than my actual mom. And the fact that that has to be the case, where my own manager is literally being more of a parental figure than my actual mom, is crazy. It's actually crazy. It's really crazy to think about. And so, just shout out to her, and shout out to just all my support, really. That's another thing I really want to talk about is my friends, guys. I won't get too mushy and sentimental about it, but I love my friends so much, and I love everyone who supports me. I love even my viewers, I don't mean to sound parasocial, but my viewers were the biggest supporters in all of this, especially when I don't even know them. But most of all, it was my friends and my manager. They really, like, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. Pretty much all I'm saying. You know, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am right now. And that gets me to my next point, is my place. It's not much, obviously. Here, I'll actually give you guys a tour real quick, because it'll be a fast tour. As you guys obviously saw from the entrance, you know, this is literally my whole space. Pretty simple. I got a beanbag, tight shit. Big living room. I'm not even kidding. This is really nice. Some bull crap. This is my kitchen. Very, very simple, small. All of this food, I'm not even joking, was given to me. Not a single one of these, not a single one of this was bought, except those boxes of chips. Subway. And then here is my magnum opus. Really sick. This shelf came with the place, so it was really helpful. This is where I was gonna actually put my clothes, but I was like, you know what, it's fine. And I ended up just putting my clothes in there. Yeah, I managed to bring all my things from my original room. As you guys can see, yeah, my best friends. Ooh. And then I got this picture printed out because this picture means, honestly, the world to me. And they're just and then as a housewarming gift, one of my good friends, Caleb, he bought me this vinyl player because I think he knew, or I didn't tell him, but my friend Kali'i told him that I actually had to, when I was moving out, I had to get rid of all my vinyls I had to get rid of my vinyl player, my vinyl records. I had to get rid of everything because I couldn't bring everything at once. So, but as a housewarming gift, he bought me this knowing that, or he didn't even know, or I think he didn't know, but not only that, he bought me my favorite album of all time. And then I kind of recently bought this, which is a Digital Circus vinyl. Pretty sick. And then this is my Jax cosplay. You know, out of everything that I had to leave behind, one of the things I really wanted to just keep with me was at least a cosplay I felt really proud in. And that was my Jax cosplay. This is the ghost corner. Don't worry about that, guys. This is my laundry, so don't worry about that. These are just some bags. This is the bathroom. I goon in there all the time. And this is my bed. You know, I got two... is my camera blurry? Jesus Christ. These are my two Digital Circus merch. I noticed that I just love Digital Circus, guys, obviously. And then here's my PC setup. Pretty nice. This is also a thing that I just needed to bring along with me. And I'm so glad that my manager, when I was staying at her place, she actually offered to, like, you know, like, hey, if you have any like big stuff, you can still bring it with you. You know, like we'll help you through all this. And she did. She literally kept this like in our house. Like I didn't, you know, set up in her house. Oh, I did once, but immediately after that, that's when I found the place. But yeah, this whole desk too kind of came with the studio, which it's really cool because this is literally just a plank. Oh, also there's so much hair on the desk. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. But this whole thing kind of came with it, and it's really, really good because there's cabinets on this side and that side. This is honestly a better desk than I had before. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much my whole studio. And as for kind of where my life is right now, another reason why I'm also making this video is because as you guys saw when I was clocking out, that was my final time clocking out because today is my last day, or was my last day at Subway. And I know a lot of you guys might be like, it's just Subway, like, you know, but guys, I worked at Subway for 4 years, and not to mention Subway was when I met my manager, right? And it was also when I met my manager before she was the manager. In fact, she was an employee at first, and then she became the manager. And ever since then, she's been the best human being in my entire life, right? And it does sadden me to say that I am leaving her, right? Because she manages the subway, but she also manages 3 other subways. And I was talking to her this morning, and she was very sad, right? She was very disappointed the fact that we're all leaving, because it's not just me leaving too. Kali'i is also leaving Subway, and Kali'i has also been there for the same amount of time I've been there, and it pains me. But at the same time, it's like I've been there for 4 years, and I recently just got an opportunity to work at Verizon, a phone company. And they paid good amount, they had a lot of more benefits, and I think this is a really good change, because not to mention, since I'm moving out, I might also get a new job. I might as well pretty much change my life. And so when I got the job at Verizon, I was like, I have to take it, because as much as I kind of didn't mind staying at Subway was killing me mentally and physically. I need a job that's just more mellow, but will still make me enough money to make my fucking rent. And so Verizon is the best choice right now. And yeah, like leaving that place, as much as I was so happy and excited to finally quit Subway, it does sadden me too, right? Because that's actually where I met most of my friends, right? That's where I met Gabe, that's where I met Cass, that's where I met Kali'i. Well, I went to school with Kali'i, but that's where we reconnected. That's where I met majority of my life, right? And majority of my life was kind of spent there. Like obviously exaggerated, but really technically speaking, that's where that's Subway was the base of a new life, right? Because before Subway, I was miserable, right? I hated my life before Subway. But then when I started when I stayed at Subway, year after year, it just gotten not better, but it definitely changed a lot of my lifestyle, right? Especially meeting my friends. I don't really have much to say other than thank you so much for watching. If you guys are my friends who are watching, I love you guys so much. You guys mean the absolute world to me. And yeah, I got really nothing else to say. I'm gonna go stream now. Since I just got home from work, I'm gonna go stream for a bit. And yeah, this video might come out later or after stream if I'm not busy or if I'm not tired. But other than that, please stay safe, everybody. I love you guys so much. And please, lock in.